You're not weak. You're just missing these 5 fruits after 60. The day your legs hesitated. You still remember that day. You reached for something on the floor and your legs trembled. Just a little, just for a second. But it stayed in your mind. You brushed it off. Maybe it was just a bad night's sleep. But the next week, it happened again. And again. That quiet wobble. The hesitation on the stairs. The stiffness in the morning. You weren't in pain. You weren't sick. But you felt your strength was slipping away. This isn't your fault. And it's not inevitable. The truth is, after 60, your body needs more care, not less. And nature has already given us the tools: simple, healing, everyday foods that can slow down muscle loss, support strength, and help you move with confidence again. In this video, we'll explore 5 powerful fruits that science shows can protect, preserve, and even rebuild your muscles. You won't need pills or powders, just real food, real choices, real results. So if you felt your legs hesitate, stay with us, because strength can return, and it might start with something as small as a fruit. If this message resonates with you, please consider subscribing to our channel. And if you've ever felt your body change in quiet ways, share your experience in the comments. Your story may help someone else feel less alone. The first we have in this list: avocado, the muscle guardian you didn't expect. It doesn't look heroic. It doesn't make headlines. But quietly, the avocado might be one of the most powerful allies your muscles have. You've probably heard that avocados are good fats. But if you're over 60, they're more than good, they're protective. Let me explain. As we age, chronic low-grade inflammation quietly breaks down muscle tissue, especially after 60. In fact, a study published in Aging Cell, 2018, found that older adults with higher inflammation markers lost muscle mass 20% faster than those with low inflammation. That means even without pain, silent inflammation is sabotaging your strength. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, the kind that reduces C-reactive protein, CRP, a major marker of inflammation. In a clinical study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association, 2015, eating 1 avocado a day reduced CRP by up to 27% in overweight adults. Imagine what that means for someone over 60 with tired, inflamed muscles. But it gets even better. Avocados contain 485 milligrams of potassium per 100 grams more than bananas, which offer about 358 milligrams. And potassium is essential for muscle contraction, fluid balance, and nerve signals. They also offer 29 mg of magnesium per 100 grams, supporting muscle relaxation, energy production, and preventing cramps. Magnesium deficiency, common in seniorshas, been linked to higher rates of muscle loss and even falls. And let's not forget vitamin E. 1 medium avocado gives you about 2.1 mg of vitamin E, roughly 14% of your daily need, according to USDA. Vitamin E protects muscle cells from oxidative damage, especially vital for seniors recovering from illness, surgery, or long periods of inactivity. Now let me share Clara's story. She's 72, a retired teacher. She used to wake up with painful leg cramps nearly every night. Her daughter, a nutritionist, suggested she try adding just half an avocado to breakfast. That's all. No supplements, no exercise changes. 2 weeks later, the cramps were gone. Her walking improved. Now she eats it daily: avocado toast with sesame seeds and a squeeze of lemon. Not because it's trendy, because it works. And she's not alone. In a 2020 study from Nutrients, researchers found that higher intake of monounsaturated fats like those in avocados was linked to better grip strength and lower frailty scores in older adults. So, yes, that soft green fruit in your kitchen? It's not just tasty, it's therapy. You don't have to count grams or memorize macros. Just know that every spoonful you add tells your body, I'm still nourishing you, you're still important, let's rebuild. The next is tart cherries, nature's answer to muscle pain and poor sleep. There's a certain kind of pain that creeps in with age. It doesn't scream. It lingers. It's that tightness in your legs before your feet even touch the floor. That ache in your shoulders after doing nothing at all. That morning stiffness that makes you sit on the edge of your bed, waiting for your body to wake up. It feels like aging. But often, it's inflammation. And few fruits fight it better than the humble tart cherry. Unlike sweet cherries, tart cherries are rich in anthocyanins, natural compounds that give them their deep red color and powerful anti-inflammatory properties. In fact, a 2019 meta-analysis published in Nutrients reviewed 16 human studies and concluded that tart cherry juice significantly reduced muscle soreness, inflammation, and strength loss after exercise. Even more surprising, it works not just for athletes, but for seniors. A clinical trial at Oregon Health Science University found that older adults who drank 8 ounces of tart cherry juice daily for 12 weeks reported less muscle pain and better mobility without any side effects. Why? Because tart cherries don't just soothe sore muscles, they also help you recover during the night when your body does its best repair work. That's thanks to melatonin, a natural hormone found in tart cherries that regulates sleep cycles. Many seniors struggle with sleep, falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking too early. But studies from Louisiana State University show that drinking tart cherry juice increases sleep time by up to 84 minutes per night in older adults with insomnia. So with one small glass at night, you're not just improving sleep, you're giving your body more time to repair your muscles while you rest. Paul, my 68-year-old neighbor, used to say, every morning felt like walking through cement. But after starting a bedtime habit of 100% tart cherry juice, things changed. 2 weeks in, he told me, I wake up without that heavy stiffness. It's like my body finally gets a full night's rest. And if juice isn't your thing, don't worry. You can try tart cherry capsules or sprinkle dried tart cherries over oatmeal or yogurt. Just make sure it's unsweetened and 100% tart cherry, no added sugars, no fillers. The beauty of this fruit is in how gentle and consistent it is. No crash, no stimulations, just a quiet partner that helps your muscles recover and your sleep improve. In a world that pushes quick fixes, tart cherries remind us, sometimes healing isn't loud. It's soft, steady, and deeply nourishing, like a good night's sleep. Number 3 in this list is pomegranate, circulation, energy, and muscle health in one fruit. If there's one thing muscles need just as much as protein, it's blood flow. You can eat well, rest enough, and even stretch every morning. But if blood isn't reaching your muscles, they simply can't thrive. And that's where the pomegranate shines. Those ruby red seeds are more than just beautiful. They're packed with polyphenols, powerful plant compounds that increase nitric oxide in the body. Why does that matter? Nitric oxide helps dilate blood vessels, improving circulation and delivering more oxygen and nutrients to your muscles. It's like widening the roads for your delivery truck suddenly. Everything gets to where it needs to go. A 2014 study in clinical nutrition found that older adults who consumed pomegranate extract before exercise showed significantly improved blood flow and reduced fatigue compared to the placebo group. More oxygen equals less fatigue. More nutrients equals faster recovery. Better circulation equals stronger, more responsive muscles. But it doesn't stop there. Pomegranates also help reduce oxidative stress, the rust that builds up in your cells over time. This matters because oxidative stress accelerates muscle breakdown, especially in aging bodies. In one study from Free Radical Biology, Medicine, older adults who drank pomegranate juice for 2 weeks had lower markers of muscle damage after physical activity. And if you've ever felt that tightness or stiffness after doing housework or gardening, you know what muscle damage feels like, even without intense workouts. Here's what's fascinating. Pomegranate juice also helps stimulate mitochondrial activity. Your mitochondria are the powerhouses inside your muscle cells. When they're working efficiently, you feel more energetic, less sluggish, and more awake in your body. And it's not just juice. You can eat the seed-scald arils directly. They add a tart, refreshing crunch to yogurt, oatmeal, or salads. And unlike juice, they also contain fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar and improve digestion, 2 things that often decline with age. George, a 74-year-old friend who recently picked up gardening again, started drinking a small glass of pomegranate juice before going outside. "I feel more alive in my body," he told me. "Less sore, more energized, and I even sleep deeper at night." And he's not alone. A 2021 review in Antioxidants confirmed that pomegranate polyphenols improve physical performance, reduce muscle soreness, and enhance recovery, especially in aging populations. So the next time you slice open a pomegranate, remember, you're not just snacking. You're fueling your circulation, sharpening your energy, and quietly telling your muscles, "I still care for you." And now, do you know this fruit? Prunes. The overlooked superfruit for muscles and bones. They're wrinkled. They're brown. They're not exactly glamorous. But don't let appearances fool you. Because prunes, those humble dried plums may hold one of the most powerful secrets to keeping your muscles and bones strong as you age. We've long known prunes are good for digestion, but new science shows they do far more, especially for people over 60. Let's start with your muscles. Prunes are rich in polyphenols, natural compounds that reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, 2 of the biggest culprits behind age-related muscle loss. A 2022 study in Frontiers in Nutrition found that older adults who consumed prunes daily showed better muscle preservation than those who didn't, especially in combination with moderate physical activity. But there's more. Prunes also help stimulate the release of IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor 1, a key hormone that supports muscle regeneration. In laboratory studies, prune extracts have been shown to increase muscle cell growth and protein synthesis, which is exactly what aging muscles need to rebuild. And they're not just good for muscles, they're excellent for bones. One 2021 randomized clinical trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that women who ate 5 to 6 prunes a day for 1 year had significantly better bone density in the hip, spine compared to the control group. That's huge, especially considering how muscle loss and bone thinning often go hand in hand. And let's not forget boron. Prunes are one of the richest food sources of this trace mineral, which helps the body better use calcium, magnesium, and vitamin essential for both muscles and bones. My Aunt Helen, who's 76, used to call prunes those old people snacks. But after a series of knee aches and waking up sore every morning, she gave them a try. 5 prunes with breakfast. 1 month later, she said, "I feel oiled, like my joints stopped squeaking." Now, she keeps a glass jar of them on her kitchen counter and swears by them. And guess what? Prunes are low glycemic, rich in soluble fiber, and full of natural sweetness without added sugar. That means no blood sugar spike, no crash, just steady energy and relief. You can eat them as a snack, chop them into oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, or mix them with nuts for a natural energy ball. Simple, tasty, healing. In a world chasing flashy supplements, prunes remind us, sometimes, the most powerful medicine doesn't look like medicine at all. It looks like something your grandmother might have served with tea. And now, maybe she was right. Finally is apples, a crisp bite of strength. It's the fruit you've known your whole life. Crisp, sweet, simple. But what if that humble apple held a secret your muscles have been waiting for? You've heard it before. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. But no one told you it might also keep muscle loss away. The real magic is in the peel. That's where you'll find ursolic acid, a natural compound that researchers are now calling a muscle-preserving powerhouse. In a study published in Cell Metabolism, mice fed with ursolic acid from apple peels showed increased muscle mass, reduced fat, and improved glucose control even without exercise. Why does this matter for seniors? Because ursolic acid may do 2 powerful things. Increase IGF-1, a hormone that helps grow and repair muscle. Reduce myostatin, a protein that tells the body to stop building muscle. In short, more growth signals, fewer stop signs. And while we're not mice, early human studies suggest similar benefits. But apples don't stop there. They're also rich in quercetin, a potent antioxidant that supports mitochondrial health, your cell's energy generators. Healthier mitochondria equals more stamina, better muscle recovery, and less fatigue. Plus, apples contain soluble fiber like pectin, which regulates blood sugar, lowers cholesterol, improves gut health, all of which indirectly support stronger muscles by improving nutrient absorption and reducing inflammation. Now, let's talk real life. Mr. David, a 79-year-old retired carpenter, told me he's eaten 1 apple a day with the peel for over a decade. "I don't take many pills," he said with a grin. "But I eat my apple. It keeps me regular, keeps me moving, and keeps me young." Turns out, he might be onto something. In a 2020 study from Nutrients, older adults who consumed more flavonoids like those found in apple shad better physical function, balance, and walking speed than those who didn't. And here's the best part. Apples are portable, affordable, and easy to add to your life. Just remember, don't peel them. That's where the strength lives. Try slicing apples into your oatmeal. Dip them in almond butter. Enjoy them as a mid-morning snack instead of reaching for a cookie. Let each crisp bite remind you, this isn't just about staying healthy. It's about staying capable. Because strength isn't just found in gyms. Sometimes, it's found in a fruit bowl. So, how to build a daily routine with these fruits. Now that you've met these 5 powerful fruits: avocado, tart cherry, pomegranate, prunes, and apples, you might be wondering, how do I actually use them? How do I turn this knowledge into habit? The answer is simple. Small, quiet steps. Here's how you can build a gentle, healing routine that fits your life, not fights it. Morning, 7-9 a.m. Start with half an avocado on whole grain toast, topped with a sprinkle of sesame or a boiled egg. Add a sliced apple with the peel to your oatmeal or eat it whole. This combo gives your muscles healthy fats, fiber, and energy to start your day. Midday 12, 2 p.m. After lunch, enjoy 5 prunes as a dessert or light snack. They support muscle recovery and improve digestion, especially after sitting for a while. Afternoon, 3-5 p.m. If you need a boost, sip pomegranate juice, 4-6 Oz, or add pomegranate seeds to yogurt or a salad. It refreshes circulation and gives you a lift without caffeine. Evening, 8-9 p.m. About 30 minutes before bed, drink 4 8-ounces of 100% tart cherry juice. It helps your body repair while you sleep and promotes deeper rest. You don't have to do it all at once. Pick one fruit, one moment, and begin. Over time, your body will recognize the rhythm. It will begin to trust again. These fruits are not medicine. They're messengers. They quietly tell your body, you are still growing, you are still worth caring for. So start simple, stay consistent, and let healing happen not as a chore, but as a gift. And last, I want to tell you something. Strength begins with a choice. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to track every nutrient or become someone you're not. What you need is to start. Start with an apple. Start with a few prunes. Start with a quiet moment where you say to yourself, I want to feel stronger again. I deserve to feel better. Because you do. You deserve to walk without fear of falling. You deserve to wake up without stiffness. You deserve to move through the world with confidence in your step and calm in your heart. And nature quiet, generous, and wise has already given you tools to support that. Not in loud medicine bottles, but in fruits. In food that comforts, heals, and reminds your body. You're still building, you're still here. So take one small step today, and tomorrow, take another. Let these daily choices become a rhythm, your own rhythm of healing. Health is a lifelong conversation, one that evolves with age, wisdom, and grace. If you'd like to keep learning gentle, nourishing ways to care for your body and spirit, we'd be honored to have you with us.